Grimm on NBC, Season 1, pilot episode. Thanks to @Grimm at Twitter, I got a sneak peek at NBC's Grimm before it aired for broadcast. Oh my God. From the first few seconds, I was hooked. I don't want to give away too much about the action because the suspense, a bit of winking humor, and, for me, mild horror of Grimm are what make it work. Suffice it to say that NBC's Grimm places the plots, villains, and victims of the classic Grimm's fairy tales neatly into the modern world. Grimm is like a stew comprised of bits of many of my past and present TV faves. A bit of Charmed, Grimm's protagonist has a familial destiny to protect innocence, and there's an heirloom book and other trinkets to assist in the task. A touch of TrueBlood, angel, and supernatural, because of the creatures that morph into beings that are something other than human, and not all of them are bad guys, even if they might have been thought to have been so at first glance. A dash of Legend of the Seeker, the lush beauty of the Pacific Northwest rivaling that of Seeker's New Zealand locales, and a pinch of the X-Files, coupled with every great cop show that had partners with good chemistry. Grimm is set in Portland, Oregon, and the two main characters are homicide detectives Nick Burkhart and Hank Griffin. In the pilot episode's opening minutes, they are working on a murder missing persons case. I feel safe in saying it doesn't take a detective to figure that the Grimm story for this particular case is derived from Little Red Riding Hood, but I'm not going to say more than that because, as I said earlier, it would spoil the scene's effect. Burkhart's Aunt Marie, yay, Kate Burton, unexpectedly pays him a visit. Marie is terminally ill and has come to reveal the family history to Nick. He is a descendant of the Grimms. Yes, those Grimms. Just as she's about to go into more specifics, a nemesis attacks. From that point on, Burkhart's destiny begins to unfold. All of Grimm's pilot episode was entertaining, but for me, the best part was the casting of Tim Bagley. Usually, he plays sweet and lovable. Fans most likely remember him as Larry from Will and Grace. On Grimm, he does a 180, an impressive departure. Also a fun surprise was that Sean Hayes, best known for his portrayal on Will and Grace as Jack McFarlane, is one of Grimm's executive producers. Good job, Mr. Hayes. Good job. My favorite character on NBC's Grimm is Eddie Monroe, a blutbad, a.k.a. Big Bad Wolf, who assists Nick in tracking the fairy tale bad guys. Through a, quote, strict regimen of diet, drugs, and Pilates, unquote, Eddie is able to curtail his wild canine tendencies. But sometimes he has to step back and let Nick take the lead when he is hormonally predisposed to doing what comes naturally for a wolf. Grimm airs on NBC Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings.